Hello there peeps on YouTube, my name is Herazo and welcome to a game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, a lot of people have been telling me to play this game, and I've seen a lot of it myself, and memes and all that stuff, and how there was even a message at the start that said if you were easily disturbed, or very, I guess, uneasy to messages of like suicide and themes like that, you shouldn't be playing this game. So I don't know, I just thought it would be good, because it's something new to play on the channel, something different pace, and I'm heavily interested in what this game could be. So I don't know, let's begin. New game, please enter your name. We need to name ourselves. Oh yes, we need to have an anime name. Haiku. Fuck yeah, let's do that. Let's do Haiku. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friends since we were children. You know that kind of friendship you never see yourself making today, but kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more frequently, and would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Haiku. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Haiku, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that in many of our conversations I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about it, how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I want you to know, and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of being a NEET in a few years because you're not able to use the real world. Blah. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, at least you promised me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised if I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little. At least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Alright, what's going on? The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know. I pick up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, maybe you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that I had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature has been guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I'd be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! I yelled. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy. She swings open the classroom door. Hey everyone, a new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's nice. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey Hayaku, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably her first year. She's also the one that made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy, and this is Yuri. She's the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already met Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Hayaku. Hi. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other, but we rarely talked. But we were in the same class last year. Monika was the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika? Come sit down, Hayaku. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. This is how I made tea as well. Damn it. I keep forgetting the voices. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table, and Sayori mentioned it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! So cute-a-kun! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before sitting down to the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea doesn't help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's always trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for you, but at least I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined in a club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Nice one, fam from squad. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how it feels and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I get that word so fucked up sometimes, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. That I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! Well, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all in the interest in the same girl. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're so delighted of a new member joining. I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So haiku. Haiku. What kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering back. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorite's usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling such a good story in the foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment that I walk in. But it's obvious at the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the words of book, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements that usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you in for a loop? That's pretty true, actually. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At that rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is obviously successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write something cute, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of the paper behind the last club meeting. Looks like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute. Natsuki,
You write your own poems?
well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even at the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have any writing experiences, Yuri? Maybe you want to share some of your work, an example of how Natsuki feel
comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's for Yuri.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monaco.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Yeah?
Isn't that right, Hayaku?
Monica stares warmingly at me once again. Hold on, there's just one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward of what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought,
Hayaku, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I will join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up.
Yes, I'm so happy, Coo.
Oh god. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really did come by for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Aha, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Hayaku, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah, Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medical writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Hayaku, since we're already down here, you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stays home after school.
Sure, might as well. Yay!
Hell yeah. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer. Alright, I just need to make the most of these circumstances and make good fortune, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I'll start with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen for whoever likes the poem the most. Ooh. I kind of like Yuri. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Yuri, but I kind of like Natsuki. Sayori's just a basic bitch. I guess Rain Cloud. Why is... Okay. Lust. Oh, okay. So it's those types of words. Incapable. Oh, okay. Intellectual. Graveyard. Oh, okay. Tentacious. Analysis. Misfortune. No. Why is she lighting up? Sunny. I might go for Sayori because she just lit up to Happiness. Kitty. No, oh. You like kitties. Inflatable. Feather. Memories. Death. Oh, see, look. Oh, what the oh, dear shit. Okay. Cute.
Alright. Hi again, Haiku. Good to see you didn't run away from us. Ha 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 ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone was already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Haiku. I hope this isn't overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on!
Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't want to join any clubs this year.
And last year, too. I don't know what you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in a classroom.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Haiku always gives it his best to look as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Haiku can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Aww.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
What do I do?
Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a nice, pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright, well, here.
Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mono to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice the intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in a closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something in literature when it related myself by this? I could always read the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes listening up in Sayori's conversation with Monika.
Well, you seem really late. Well, we're probably going to seem really late compared to the other clubs, so... Well, we can't give it up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But that's not it at all, you know? We need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem at all, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to find out that figure out how people will show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things to speak out our creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is really taking this serious.
It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. I think this works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling, and Aunt Sayori is her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, I find trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to let less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica's overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out better for me than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There is more than just your hair. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you that because I don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'm starting to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful, that button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed that soon. It doesn't fit you anymore. What are you even smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look so much better now, so... Why does it feel strange? Why does it seem strange to see Sayori's sweater button up like that? Blah. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep this unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me, better than anyone else anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. So stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, let's try and focus on wake up a little early. Only if you get focused on getting to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of ourselves than we are taking care of ourselves. What? Okay, I read that wrong. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing this again, Sayori. I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hayuki, I can't wait to read yours, but...
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically taste out the poems. Sayori's is wrinkled on the left sheet of her left torn in a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, who do I want to share with? Well, I was going for Sayori, so I think I'll go for Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first.
Oh my goodness, this is so good, Heihaku.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all.
I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because you have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure that Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote... You sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. But I don't understand. You're a lot better than the other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Heihaku poem. That's what makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings on it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Haiku.
Deep down... Oh, shit, I skipped that.
Trying new things like this for other people.
I mean, it's the only thing really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And if I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold it to you to that then.
Yay! Now that you read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way that you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead, out me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the raining day? I look above, the sky is blue, and my secret is I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not bad. I want breakfast, for fuck's sake. Okay. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night. I guess it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that, but that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
Hehe, this was so much fun. Monica's is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write you the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, fuck, I have to do every single one of them? Yuri, why not? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time. Oh, shit.
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why'd you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading this, though.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands.
But I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really got anywhere.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that it's Specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers, and being thought of that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, that they fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened once Yuri finds a trend of thought. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and sounds like an expert. Oh, of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that get into writing, even if it's a little poem. Not finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the clubs give you vulnerable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking to people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to himself, or to me, or Natsuki. Do you really mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if I open a rare opportunity for her, which is kind. After all, isn't this supposed to be the idea of the literature club? Oh, Jesus. It must be this one. What the fuck does that say? The light flickens, I flicken bat. That's all I could get from that. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. I also liked the poem, even if it was short. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I'm ready to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Haiku. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of combat and unable to let go of the past. Yuri, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solomon, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm counting on you. Alright, nice one. Should we go for Natsuki? I have this weird suspicion for Monica. Well, it's about time I expected from someone. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me? I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, and that's about it. Okay. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. What's the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is writing simple is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like if I set up a rhyme at the end, make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it when I realized. That's what means to be a pro. I guess you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, huh? Guess not. I decided to humor with her the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki feeling proud won't take that away from her.
Well, obviously Monica. Hi, Monica. Hi, you having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Haiku. We're all embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of the barrier that we'll learn and get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if those sort of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Like the way that she talks to you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're not into reading much, are you? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with her emotions and like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each of their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone might be biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find the one that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like I have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident as someone who claims to not be pretty good. Well, that's because I have time to sound confident. Blah. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. Oh, Jesus. I left out in the sun, but it's too late. My routine has? I don't know what that says. Already searched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image that is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking and I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that type of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting a lot of emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Well, I guess you could say that it's been really... It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany. Oh, epiphany. Blah. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific point. If you try to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for so long, you'll get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around at the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Yeah. If anyone is judging me for my medical writing abilities, then they're just being nice. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room I see Sayori and Monica are chatting happily. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read into the tandem, I watch each of them expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Naori dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks.
yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try so hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I wasn't looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Hayaku did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Nyeh. And Hayaku liked my poem too, you know. Yet he told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Hayaku appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who goobs magically grew size after Hayaku started growing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making her poems all convoluted for no reason? That's the meaning she should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Hayaku. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey complex feelings the most effectively. Avoiding them is an unnecessary limit. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Hayaku? Well... how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they're probably going to think highly of me. Natsuki. Hayaku. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. And I think that. I rack my brain in an attempt to help back myself up. I think conveying my feelings with a few words. Can I be as impressed as well? Let's hope the reader's imagination takes over. As Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday, right? It was really a personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard, but it looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can get pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, don't need to feel threatened. You're still a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing, she finally mutters, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly, while looking at the face I can't feel bad for her. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So sorry. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Hayaku. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with me than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're really beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. Wow. Now that we're past that, everyone's ready each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile, especially for you, Hayaku. And to be honest, it's a really nice change of pace from lazing around. We get a little too used to. Anyway, so joining my club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you want to take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though Monica's right, being in a literature club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing your poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly.
Haiku, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk to everyone about everything.
Awesome! In this case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With anyone like, that means I can do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Haiku, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Ehehe. Sarah beams to me. It has truly been a while since Sarah and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm enjoying it either.
Sayori, what about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, about Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. I know, Haiku. I know it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Seeing you get along with the Happiers. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun.
Sorry. Looks like Sarah's caught under this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sarah on the shoulder. I said more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Is that... Alright, well, I'm going to be leaving this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club here. Nothing creepy yet, but I've got the game files open, just in case shit changes, I don't know, but Sayori, when you realize that she's into that horror genre, like she's really into that, well, not in the horror genre, but I clicked words like death and stuff like that, and she was really into it, which kinda creeps me a little bit. That's really damn creepy. But I'm definitely going to be playing this. I'm going to get to the end of this entire game. So don't worry, guys. Another part will be coming when I get back from my holiday. But anyways, that has been today's episode. If you liked it, give it a like. Click the notification button, and I will see you to the next video of mine. For the outro.